Welcome to another edition of the 49er GoldCast. Before we begin, I just want to apologize in the beginning for a little bit of the sound interference. Louis Bartone, he was driving on the way home, our Los Angeles co-host, and so you're going to hear a little bit of his car in the background. Either way, this is overreactions, underreactions to Thursday night's game, 49ers versus Cardinals. Here we go.
Welcome to another edition of the 49er GoldCast.
San Francisco, are you ready? Boom. Welcome to another edition of the 49er GoldCast. We are the voice of the faithful. I'm your host, Rudy Solis III, and with me is my brother, my co-host,
Raymond Solis I, baby.
And our Los Angeles co-host,
Louis B.
And our esteemed co-host,
Old Man Davis.
Boom.
Boom. The family's together.
Oh my God! For the first time, the whole mafia is at the same table with all the pasta and the pizzas.
I have so many stains on my T-shirt.
So many.
Oh yeah, that's good. Those are good oil stains.
Good oil stains.
49ers fall again. They lose again.
Self-inflicted wounds, lack of talent, etc., etc.
etc., etc. We have the San Francisco Giants excelling at a level that only few teams ever do. And then on the other side of the city, we have our beloved San Francisco 49ers failing at a level that only few teams ever fail. It is a mixed bag of emotions to be a San Francisco sports fan today on a Thursday. So before I get into my haters, let's go to Ray first. Ray, here's what I saw. I saw an offensive line that decided they didn't want to protect Gabbert. I saw a lot of inconsistency from Gabbert. I saw the defense blow some crucial plays that ended up turning into major points for the Arizona Cardinals. And here we are sitting at 1-4.
Mm-hmm.
So, Raymond, I'm going to hand the ball off to you. The state of the Niners, it's a complete mess, but what do you see?
I see a lack of talent, and, the injuries aren't doing us any favors. So think about this. So we lose Jimmy Ward. We lose Ray Armstrong earlier in the year. We lost Jimmy Ward 2 weeks ago, and then we lost Navarro Bowman last week. So those are three starters, three very good starters, by the way, including a Pro Bowl on the inside, which is a crucial position on the defensive side next to probably free safety. So when you lose three players like that and your backups are rookies, you're going to see a drop in efficiency, discipline, and execution, which is exactly what we saw today. So we saw a lack of discipline. Rashard Robinson getting a running into the kicker, which turned a field goal into 7 points when they were clearly in the game and the defense stepped up. And then there was another one that was, I think it was lining up in the neutral zone. Also a rookie mistake. I think, I forget which player it was that did that.
Yeah.
But I thought Nick Bellore played pretty good. His first time out there, he was second next to Eric Reed with 5 tackles, 4 assists, a half a sack. That was great. Eric Reed had a forced fumble. He played good.
Okay, so real quick, sorry to interrupt you, Raymond. Louis is driving, celebrating this victory in a car.
I'm just pulling donuts in a Ralph's parking lot right now because I'm so excited to see the Niners do so bad.
Yes, and he will continue to do that throughout the duration of this cast. That is how talented and excited Louis is. But I mean, what we're seeing here. So Chip Kelly tonight said that he won't rule out benching Blaine Gabbert for Colin Kaepernick. That's the paraphrase that I'm getting today. So he didn't commit to Gabbert, but he didn't say that he was ready to change quarterbacks. So he didn't commit to saying, he said just, we're not ready to change quarterbacks, paraphrasing. That means that there's no definitive Blaine's our guy, Cap's number 2, but there was no definitive Cap's ready to come in yet. So he's right in between. So he's getting to that cusp. His patience is wearing thin. Fans' patience are wearing thin. My goddamn patience is wearing thin. And I'm sure I speak for a lot of faithful fans out there tonight who watched tonight's game, saw the Niners kind of were in the game in the first couple quarters, the first half, and then watch it slip through their fingers in the second half.
Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. Only because I want to get our other hosts in where this is a pretty short one. Okay, so real quick, Old Man Davis, I want to jump to you. Okay, first because let's go to this. How fickle are these fans? So this is the same fan base that last year was calling for Cap to be benched, and now they're calling for Gabbert to be benched. Let me ask you a question. After looking at tonight's game, is Cap the answer? And is there hope? Like, if Cap goes in, does it really change that offense? Is there any hope at that level? What do you think? Because you're not a Cap fan.
I'm probably more of a Cap fan than ever before. I would just say it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate what Chip Kelly is saying. Cap's not ready. And you know why he's not ready? You're busy eating vegan burgers. You don't got time to bulk up and play real man football. He's playing 21st century social welfare, and he's not putting his head in the game. Okay? I'm just as pissed off as little Ray over there. I'm spending 2+ hours watching the red and gold stink it up because Cardinal red is what stole the gold from the red and gold. Them ugly uniforms that they were wearing. Hell, the Cardinals couldn't even get their white jerseys dirty. Torrey Smith, where are you? You know what? Chip Kelly can't even find a place for you. $40 million down the drain. The only proudest pieces of the offense this year are the Three Stooges, Hyde, Curly, and Staley. So
yeah, Hyde and Staley are the only bright spots.
When you guys have a game that you can win, why don't you ask me back? Because you guys stink. And when you want to join a real cast, the Silver Cast, come meet me after this show.
Oh, you
son of a bitch.
Welcome back, Old Man Davis.
Blaine Babbitt, dependability and accuracy are not his ability. The man's got the physical talent, arm, legs, but just doesn't have it in the head when you need him to be counted on.
Yeah, scheme is not the problem here, folks. It is not Jim O'Neill, and it is not Chip Kelly. It is a lack of talent. It is there's too much youth and unproven talent, and there's also some old guys there that Baalke picked years ago that just still haven't figured it out. Taryn Carrigane's another one that's another bust. One of Baalke's ACL projects that didn't turn out into anything.
Have any of Baalke's ACL projects?
I don't think any of them have worked. The only one that worked was Frank Gore, who had 2 knee surgeries coming into the draft, but that was Scott McLuhan's pick.
Lou, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, I'm fine. I hit a big bump.
Airplane deploy?
Airbag did not deploy. I'm totally cool, guys. Thank you. If I got in an accident, I'd just be cursing so loudly.
All right,
I say this last thing. After Glane, Trent, you're next. That's right.
I think so, too. I agree.
I agree with that.
I think we all agree with that one.
And if I can just, I'll throw my hat in this ring. There's not much more to say.
So Louis, let's pass it off to you. Louis, your team, the Los Angeles Rams, after getting decimated by the 49ers, is now sitting in first place as the most dominant team in the NFC West, arguably the toughest division in the NFL. How do you feel? I'm sure you're super happy. So.
I couldn't be happier. This is probably like the 18th consecutive donut I've pulled in this parking lot. They're really getting mad at me right now, but I'm pretty excited, man. There's not many teams that I really enjoy watching lose than the Niners, and it's fun to watch this. There's not much more to say, man. I think you guys harped on it all. It is a lack of talent, and Old Man Davis's ability line. Whatever line you said about not his ability, that was perfectly said. Dude, I only got to watch the first quarter, unfortunately. That was
the most competitive quarter of the game.
That was, and hearing that was the most competitive quarter of the game. Blaine Gabbert was missing throws that Drew Stanton was missing, and Drew Stanton hasn't played since 2014. Blaine Gabbert's a starting quarterback. So when I saw that, I was like this was the kicker for me because I was a big Blaine Gabbert supporter in the offseason.
You thought this was going to be a Nick Foles year for Blaine Gabbert.
I'm on the record for saying that, Chip. I was like, Chip Kelly's going to pull a Nick Foles season out of Blaine Gabbert. I just totally believed it. They're very similar kind of sizes, and they kind of play a little bit the same way. And I was like, I think he can do it. And so I'm the first one now to say that. He's Cap. I think Cap should go in. It won't change much, which is the worst thing for a fan base. It's probably not going to change that much at all. I mean, you lose Navarro Bowman, not much can save you at that point, unfortunately.
Okay, am I right in that? Hold on. So I'm right in that because I'm with you on that 100%. This is the same fan base that was begging for Cap to be benched and Gabbert to start, and now they're begging for Gabbert to be benched and then Cap to go back in. And I'm like, whoa, what? Wait, excuse me? Like this is the same fan base, and I love our faithful. I have so much love and devotion for the GoldCast Nation, and I love the faithful. But seriously, guys. You literally, I'm hearing in the stands they want Cap to go and play the game. This is the same dude you wanted benched at this time.
They were chanting it. Chanting
it last year, chanting it this year. The opposite.
It is October, so I guess the for the Niners is Christian Ponder.
Yeah, man, I can't argue it, man. I think that I think there's not much to do, but they're gonna have to make a change just to keep the fans and.
Yeah, Nick Foles had a better supportive cast around him.
Oh,
in
yes.
Blaine Gabbert's case, he has a couple of good linemen and Carlos Hyde, and that's it. I mean, like we said, Torrey Smith is not a versatile wide receiver, versatile in terms of different routes. Curley is turning out to be that type of player. He had 8 receptions, 102 yards, a touchdown. He had a great game. He's emerging as the go-to target for Gabbert, and that's saying something about Curley considering how late he came to this team and made that kind of an impact. Quentin Patton, another Baalke product, is doing absolutely nothing. Baalke is great at picking tight ends who block. He just can't seem to find the tight end to hold on to the ball. And the one guy that's supposed to emerge this year also got injured a couple weeks ago, and he was ruled out. This 10-day rest might give him a chance against Buffalo, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They'll be competitive for 1 or 2 quarters, and then it'll probably slip out of their hands because the offense can't sustain drives.
Going forward, we've got the Bills, the Bucks, and the Saints before we see the Cardinals again. Do we win any of the next 3 games? Bills, Bucks, Saints.
Well, I picked them to win the games,
and
but
then Bucks and Saints are home.
I picked them to win those games, but it's hard to just kind of pridefully stick to my picks when Vance McDonald is out, Jimmy Ward's day-to-day, we don't know if he'll play, Navarro Bowman's out for the year, Ray Armstrong's out for the year. Those are both your starting inside linebackers. Jimmy Ward is your best cornerback. Chris Davis was carted off. We don't know what the injury status on him is. He's the next best corner. Tremaine Brock is kind of hitting hot and cold. Eric Reed is solid out there. Antoine Bethea is good at run, terrible in coverage because he doesn't have any speed anymore, so he's a liability. Aaron Lynch is back, which is great, but until somebody else steps up as a pass rusher, it's just going to be a one-trick pony. Like when the defense looks at the offense, they say stop Hyde, force Gabbert to beat us because he can't beat us. It's the same thing on the defense. Stop Aaron Lynch, your quarterback will have all day to throw because nobody else seems to.
Okay, so hold on, but you still haven't answered the question. At Bills, Buccaneers, Saints at home. Do we win any of those 3 games?
Which one's at home? Wait, I got the schedule.
Bucks and Saints. Bills, we go to Buffalo. Bucks and Saints at home.
We win either Bucks or Saints, but I don't think we win against Buffalo. I thought if we were at full strength, we would have a total fighting chance. But without 3 of our starting defenders, who happen to coincidentally are our best defenders, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow in Buffalo.
All right, so we win one of the 3. Louis at Bills, and then Bucks and Saints in Santa Clara. Do we win any of those 3 games?
I agree with Ray. You're going to either be the Bucks or the Saints. The Bills are either going to lose this week to Los Angeles and they're going to be really angry the next week and take it on you guys, or they're going to win this week and continue their winning streak and beat you guys in Buffalo again next week. So I think that you guys either I don't know who would be against Tampa Bay or New Orleans. New Orleans is just so bad on the road, man. Breeze is just not.
They are, although they did put up a good shootout against San Diego.
That was totally game flow, I think, just because Rivers was able to make it a shootout. And both those defenses are pretty bad. I mean, I could see your guys' defense being a little around the same as San Diego's. They're not, but Breeze tends to play to what is given to him in a game like that. I think game flow decides that. You guys are a running team. You guys will eat a lot of the clock up. He'll make some decisions. He's just so bad on the road. But again, it's either them or Tampa Bay. I wouldn't be able to pick between the two though.
So you're saying 1 out of 3. Ray's saying 1 out of 3.
Yeah, 1 and 2. Yep.
Old Man Davis at Buffalo, Bucks and Saints at home. Do we win any of those 3 games?
I think you win week 8.
Is that our bye?
Yeah.
Hey, we are undefeated during the bye.
That's such a cool
I
stat.
mean,
I said in the week of Seattle that was going to be a game. That was a shit show. Okay, I thought in my absence and silence, the Arizona game was going to be a real game. That was barf.
Well, the first half was a game. Second half was Gabbert stinking up the place. 10 points. His turnovers resulted in 10 points. If you take those 10 points off the board, you have a 23-21 game. If you take the Chris Davis fumble off the board, that's another 7 points. And then you drop to what, 17 or 16 points? Because there's a safety that was added in there too. So then you have a 21-16 game here. Now that's with all turnovers. If you correct, and if this team corrects itself, meaning it stops shooting itself in the foot, i.e. interceptions, fumbles, and also costly penalties, you have a different outcome. It's a matter of just making fewer mistakes, and in this case, 3 mistakes cost them the game. 3 mistakes might not seem like a lot in the large scheme of things, but in the NFL, that will cost you a game.
At the pro level?
Absolutely.
They won't stop making mistakes.
I don't think so either. They're too young. They're too young.
They're too young. Old Man Davis, so do we win any of the next 3 games?
I want to say Buffalo's going to be your game, but I'm going to bet Buffalo.
Oh, you're going to say Buffalo.
No wins at all.
Oh, no wins. I think the Bucks are pretty vulnerable.
Louis, so that's Old Man Davis. There you go.
Here's the problem. Is
That's amazing.
the Cowboys and the Cardinals both had compromises, meaning starting injuries on their offensive lines, and the Niners could not get penetration or adequate pressure on either of those teams. So what happens when you face a good line? I mean, that is a testament to the lack of skill for the 49ers pass rush. I mean, here the difference is you have Aaron Lynch now, and it's going to take him a few games to get back into the rhythm of things. I mean, he had some shining moments, but only 2 tackles. He's more of a pass rush specialist than like a run stopper, per se, or even a coverage guy. He's definitely not a coverage guy. He's pretty slow out there. He's kind of like Tank Carradine. The only thing is he's got talent. Tank Carradine does not.
Yeah. All right, Raymond, where can they find us?
You can.
Rudy, wait, what are your picks, Rudy? What do you think? I'm sorry.
That's a good call. Yeah.
God.
I know you don't want to say, but
honestly, I think we lose to the Bills. I think we lose to the Bucks. I think we beat the Saints.
You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/49ers Goldcast. You can also follow us on Twitter at 49ers Goldcast. You can also subscribe to us via YouTube, iTunes, and Stitcher, all under the same moniker, 49ers Goldcast. And the latter 3 are the most ideal areas to subscribe to if you need to be selective, because that is where all the podcasts will be when they become live to the public. You'll be first to get them, and that is the best place to get them from. Either one or all 3. Share it with your friends. Tell your friends. Tweet it. Retweet it. Share it.
Boom. Raven, where can they find you?
You can find I'm on Twitter at Ray Solis. At Ray Solis. That's where I'm at.
There it is.
That's the only place. I'm at.
Louis, where can they find you?
you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at actuallyLouisB, LEWIE.
And you can find me at Twitter and Instagram, Rudy Solis 3rd, Rudy Solis 3 RD, RUDYSOLIS.
That's right.
Old Man Davis, where can they find you?
You can find me trolling this week on Twitter, Rudy Solis. That's RUDYSOLIS. Third.
You son of
A bitch.
And I predict Baalke will
I
get
like Old Man
fired at the
Davis.
end of this year.
Do we all unanimously
Yes.
agree? Baalke's out,
I
right?
agree.
I think he's out.
He's gotta be, man.
Gotta
He's
be, right?
be.
No
Pull
more
out
AC.
10 wins. Pull out 10 wins this season. Keeps a job.
We're coming up on that being an impossibility.
Raymond has him going on a 5-game win streak. According to
They were supposed to win against Dallas. They blew that one. I called them to lose against Cardinals, so that's spot on. I've only missed one pick here.
Hey, Raymond. Okay, I agree. Like we kind of scheduled all these losses again. We are called the 49er faithful for a reason. Okay, I'm not saying it's
I'm
justifiable.
pretty spot on, if I can say so myself. I'm pretty spot on. I think 1-4 was what I had you guys at, so I'm feeling stoked.
Louis, I don't care what you think at this point. So concludes another edition of the 49er Goldcast. We are the voice of the faithful. I'm your host, Rudy Solis III, and with me is my brother, my co-host,
Raymond Solis first, baby.
and our Los Angeles co-host,
Louis B.
and our esteemed co-host.
Old Man Davis.
Boom! We'll see you next time. Same Goldcast time, same Goldcast channel.